Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, there are moments in life when the heart becomes so heavy that even words refuse to come out. You try to explain your pain, but nobody truly understands. You smile in front of people. You laugh when necessary. You carry on with your responsibilities, but deep inside there is a storm that nobody can see. Then the night arrives. The world becomes silent. The noise disappears. The distractions fade away. And suddenly all the emotions that were hidden throughout the day come rushing back. The tears begin to flow. The memories return. The pain feels stronger. And perhaps you find yourself sitting alone in a dark room asking, Ya Allah, how much longer? Ya Allah, do you see my pain? Ya Allah, have you forgotten me? My dear brothers and sisters, today's reminder is a beautiful healing for the heart. A message for every person who has cried when nobody was watching. A message for every soul carrying hidden pain. A message for everyone who feels broken. Listen carefully. The tears you shed in the darkness are never wasted. Never. Not a single tear falls from your eyes except that Allah knows about it. Not a single pain enters your heart except that Allah is aware of it. Not a single silent cry escapes your soul except that Allah hears it. Sometimes we think that because people do not understand our struggles, nobody understands. But Allah understands. In fact, Allah understands you better than you understand yourself. Allah knows what happened. Allah knows who hurt you. Allah knows what you lost. Allah knows the disappointment you are carrying. Allah knows the heartbreak you never told anyone about. Allah knows the anxiety that keeps you awake at night. Allah knows the worries hidden behind your smile. And because He knows, He also knows exactly how to heal you. My brothers and sisters, one of the greatest mistakes people make during difficult times is believing that their suffering has no purpose. But every hardship has wisdom behind it. Every test carries a lesson. Every tear carries a reward. Every painful moment can become a means of drawing closer to Allah. Think about this. When life is comfortable, many people forget Allah. When everything is going well, people become distracted. When success arrives, they become busy. When money comes, they become occupied. When people praise them, they become attached to the world. But when pain arrives, when the heart breaks, when disappointment strikes, when nobody understands, that is often when a servant turns sincerely to Allah. That is when the dua becomes real. That is when the heart becomes humble. That is when tears begin flowing during prayer. That is when the connection with Allah becomes stronger than ever before. Perhaps the difficulty you are facing today is not a punishment. Perhaps it is an invitation from Allah to come closer to Him, an invitation to speak to Him, an invitation to trust Him, an invitation to discover a level of faith you never knew existed. My dear brothers and sisters, many people think that strength means never crying, but that is not true. Even the prophets experienced sadness. Even the greatest human beings shed tears. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, cried. He cried when loved ones passed away. He cried for his ummah. He cried during prayer. He cried while remembering Allah. So if tears were a sign of weakness, the Prophet, peace be upon him, would never have cried. Tears are not weakness. Sometimes tears are healing. Sometimes tears are mercy. Sometimes tears are the language of a heart that can no longer carry its pain alone. And Allah loves those moments when His servant turns to Him sincerely. Imagine a person sitting alone at night. Nobody knows what they are feeling. Nobody knows what they are carrying. They raise their hands and say, Ya Allah, I have nobody except You. At that moment, something beautiful happens. The connection between that servant and Allah becomes stronger than ever before. The world may not hear that dua, but the Lord of the heavens hears every word. The world may not see those tears, but Allah counts every single one, and Allah never ignores sincere tears. My beloved brothers and sisters, sometimes we become impatient because we want immediate answers. We make dua today and expect results tomorrow. We ask Allah for relief and expect the pain to disappear instantly. But Allah's timing is perfect, not our timing. There are things we want that would actually harm us. There are people we desperately want in our lives who would eventually break us. There are opportunities we chase that would distance us from Allah. And because Allah loves us, He sometimes delays what we want. Not because He is ignoring us, not because He has forgotten us, but because He sees what we cannot see. A child may cry because a doctor gives an injection. The child thinks the doctor is causing pain, but the doctor is actually helping. In a similar way, we sometimes look at our hardships and think they are harming us. But Allah sees the complete picture. Allah sees the future. Allah sees the wisdom. Allah sees the reward waiting for us. And one day, when everything becomes clear, we will understand why certain things happened. My dear brothers and sisters, there is something incredibly powerful about the last part of the night. When everyone is sleeping, when the world becomes quiet, when distractions disappear, that is often the moment when hearts become honest. No pretending, no acting strong. No hiding emotions, just you and Allah. Those moments are precious. Never underestimate them. Some of the greatest transformations in a person's life begin with a sincere dua made during the darkness of the night. Some of the biggest problems are solved through tears shed before Allah. Some of the most beautiful stories begin with pain. And some of the strongest believers were once people whose hearts were completely broken. But instead of running away from Allah, they ran towards Him. And Allah changed everything. My brothers and sisters, perhaps someone betrayed you. Perhaps someone left you. Perhaps someone lied to you. Perhaps someone disappointed you. Perhaps someone broke your trust. And perhaps you still carry that pain today. Remember this, people can hurt you, but they cannot stop Allah from blessing you. People can leave you, but they cannot take away what Allah has written for you. People can close doors, but they cannot close the doors that Allah opens. People can reject you, but they cannot remove Allah's mercy from your life. Never allow the actions of people to make you lose hope in Allah, because Allah is greater than every disappointment. Allah is greater than every heartbreak. Allah is greater than every loss, and Allah is greater than every difficulty you face. My dear brothers and sisters, imagine meeting Allah on the day of judgment and discovering that the tears you cried in private became mountains of reward. Imagine discovering that the nights you thought were the hardest were actually raising your rank in Jannah. Imagine discovering that the pain you hated the most was the very thing that brought you closer to Allah. At that moment, every tear will be worth it. Every hardship will be worth it. Every moment of patience will be worth it. Because Allah never wastes the efforts of His servants. Never. My beloved brothers and sisters, if your heart is hurting today, do not give up. If your eyes have been filled with tears recently, do not lose hope. If life feels heavy, do not stop making dua. Your story is not over. Allah is still writing it. Your pain is not permanent. Allah can change your situation in a single moment. The same Allah who turned darkness into light can bring light into your life. The same Allah who parted the sea for Musa alayhi salam can create a path where you see no path. The same Allah who protected Yusuf alayhi salam can protect you. The same Allah who answered the prayers of the prophets can answer your prayers. Never underestimate the power of sincere dua. Never underestimate the mercy of Allah. And never underestimate what Allah can do for a servant who trusts Him completely. So tonight, before you sleep, raise your hands. Speak to Allah. Tell Him everything. Tell Him about your fears. Tell Him about your worries. Tell Him about your dreams. Tell Him about your pain. Because Allah loves listening to His servants. And remember, the tears you shed in the darkness are never wasted. Allah sees them. Allah hears them. Allah records them. And Allah will reward them in ways you cannot even imagine. May Allah heal every broken heart. May Allah replace our sadness with peace. May Allah replace our tears with joy. May Allah grant us patience during hardship. May Allah strengthen our faith. May Allah fill our hearts with hope and tranquility. And may Allah reunite us all in the highest levels of Jannah. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen.